What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I did want to go over all of the Hollywood action challenges. Now, I would say a lot of these are probably going to be fairly simple, even though there is going to be one that does indeed require a crew. You should be able to join them now. Haven't tested it. That is going to be on the bottom of the list over here, though. For this one, all you will have to do is basically drive in a crew of at least 2 people in a streetcar. So, luckily, I would say this challenge is probably going to be fairly simple. All you will have to do is basically join with at least one other person, pick a streetcar of your choice, and drive for around 6.2 miles. Besides that, though, moving over to the other 25 challenges here, guys, I do want to mention a quick thing here. If you are looking for a specific challenge, all of them will be time-stamped. That way you can actually get that one challenge done if you are looking for it. So now jumping into the first challenge here, the SFX Movie Award, equip one vanity audio signature. So for this, all you will have to do is jump into the Porsche 550 Spider and head over to your customization menu and add one of your audio signatures, and you'll get this challenge completed. And then for the next challenge, though, we have the Time Saver Movie Award. Drive from Kanayohe to Waikiki in less than 5 minutes. I would say upon first glance, a lot of players might go, well, is the Aston Martin DB5 going to be quick enough? The first thing I would recommend, guys, is make sure you have a part set or at least a maxed out vehicle. You will easily be able to get there within that time limit. Like, I even crashed off a mountain. And I guess that's what probably happens when you try to have a time saver. Probably a terrible joke. But regardless though, guys, as long as your vehicle is maxed out, you will easily get there within that time limit and get this challenge completed. For the next challenge here, guys, the Zero Gravity Movie Award. Accumulate 1 minute and 40 seconds of jumping time in the lovely Porsche 550 Spider. The first thing I do want to mention here, though, is if you are trying to go in an airplane and basically fly as high as possible, and then, of course, switching over to that Porsche and basically gliding all the way to the ground, this doesn't work only because I did end up testing it, because I was like, you know what? What if I can cheat the minute and 40 seconds? Turns out that did not work, but the easiest way I found this, guys, not even going to lie here, is head over to the lovely Gymkhana Grid Park. You are going to want to aim for the side jump over here. And the best part about this one, though, is all you will have to do is aim for the main jump on the side of the Gymkhana Park. So for this, guys, all you will have to do is head over here and basically get a running start. You could probably even start like over in this corner, but the big thing here is make sure you're around second to third gear when actually hitting the jump. I did notice, though, hitting that you're probably going to get around 4 to 5 seconds. After that, though, you're most likely going to land somewhere in this area over here. And then after that, all you will then have to do is basically rewind. That way it's going to take you back all the way to the starting point over in this direction. And it's basically going to be a straight shot every time you jump. So you'll get around 4 to 5 seconds insanely quick. And before you know it, this challenge will be completed. But now moving over to the next challenge here, the Precision Movie Award. Complete 5 bullseye feats using the Mini Cooper S. So for this, you could actually find a few decent bullseye feats around the map that are most likely going to be the easiest ones to do it. The first one I did find, guys, is going to be over here by the lovely Masterworks event. Now this one is going to be fairly long though, so I would actually recommend not doing this one. Also, big tip here, you do not have to have a score breaker set to do it. I actually did end up doing the bullseye feat over in this area here. And the reason for that, though, is I did find this one to be much easier for some odd reason. It was also a lot quicker. And the easiest way to find this one is look for the Drift Emperor event pretty close by. And then for the next challenge here, though, is going to be the Swift Romance Movie Award. Complete Scene 7, the love story, in less than 5 minutes. So for this, guys, all you will have to do is jump into this event with the lovely Aston Martin DB5. I would say having your vehicle maxed out is probably going to make it much easier, but getting a 5-minute completion on this event is honestly pretty simple. And then for the next challenge, though, you're going to have to get a perfect dirty driving score in the lovely Aston Martin. Now, one thing I do want to say here, though, is it is not going to be the only one in the entire challenge list. You will actually have to do this around 3 or so more times to get this done. Luckily, guys, with the lovely Aston Martin, though, the one I would recommend doing this in is going to be in the Mayhem Movie Award challenge. Get a perfect dirty driving score in the event these seen to the test. The reason why I recommend doing them both in this one as well, luckily, in this event itself, it is going to be a very easy way to do it. All you guys will have to do is make sure you run into every single fence you actually see to get that bar up. The second it's actually maxed out, you can then finish the event. And then for the next challenge, though, all you will have to do is complete 2 low altitude feats. So luckily for this, guys, is probably the easiest challenge in the entire playlist. For this, I would actually recommend heading over to the one right here, very close by to the Liberty Territory event. You will get this one done in probably under a minute. And then for the next challenge, though, complete the event Supercar Festival in the Dream Cars playlist with a perfect dirty driving score. Now for the challenge here, it is going to be fairly simple to the Aston Martin DB5 to where you basically have to run into everything. It's kind of funny how it's going to be the opposite of the clean driving. Like, yes, it actually wants you to get money for crashing into stuff. Who knew? Imagine if that was actually a thing. Wow. But regardless though, guys, for this though, I would recommend aiming for the yellow walls around the event. That way you can actually run into the other racers and the walls itself. And also on top of that, aim for fences and every pole and tree. And then for the next challenge, guys, I would say a lot of players most likely will end up getting this one done without even realizing it's a challenge. Drive above 62 miles an hour for 10 seconds straight in the lovely Porsche 550 Spider. You are probably going to get this one done while doing the other ones, like the Recklessness Movie Award. And then for the next one here, get a perfect dirty driving score in the event Airtime Advantage in the Bike Lovers playlist. For this, guys, in the Mini Cooper S, it's also going to apply like the other challenges as well. So all you will have to do is luckily aim for everything like fences, hitting the yellow walls around the map, and also hitting like poles and all that. You will luckily get this one done fairly easily. And then for the next challenge here, empty your entire nitro gauge 3 times in the event scene 3. the first job. So for this one, guys, all you will have to do is jump into the event. After that, you make sure your nitrous gauge is all the way up, empty that thing all the way down 3 times, and this challenge will be completed. And then for the next challenge here, register a vehicle in the custom show. All you actually have to do is basically put any vehicle in the show if you want to. Like, yes, you could go in and modify and like add a livery and stuff, but if you are just hunting the challenges, all you will have to do is pick a random vehicle and add it into the custom show. For the next challenge though, reach a speed of 62 miles an hour in the event the scene for the ascent with any vehicle. I would almost say this is probably going to be the easiest challenge in the entire playlist. And now for the next challenge here, perform 50 near miss actions in the lovely Mini Cooper S. For this, guys, if you were wondering, I would recommend 2 different locations for this one. Yes, you could probably spawn into the city, which I would say would work, but funnily enough though, the easiest way I found to do this though is head over to the 911 freeway, jump onto the highway, and there is legit cars everywhere. Now for the next challenge here though, all you will have to do is complete 5 escape feats while driving the Porsche 550 Spider. Now I do want to mention something though, you can actually do 2 challenges at one time with this one. That is going to be the finish 3 summit activities on top of it. Now if you guys did want to, by the way, you could easily go into a summit and do the regular races. But the easiest way I found to do this though is why not do one of the escapes. That way you actually get both of the challenges done a lot quicker. And then for the next challenge though, Troublemaker Movie Award, destroy 100 breakable items above 62 miles an hour. Now this is going to have to be done the lovely Aston Martin, but a lot of players might go, well Block, like where do I actually go to do this above 62 miles an hour? Like what do I hit? The easiest way I found to do this, guys, not even kidding, is head over to the Chinatown Slalom here. This is going to be located pretty close by to the airport in Honolulu. All you will then have to do is basically go this way and take a left. You're going to want to aim for the fence, guys, right over here. It actually goes all the way around this road. All you will then have to do is go around 63 to 65 miles an hour, and you will get this challenge done in legit 30 seconds. And then moving over to the next challenge, all you will then have to do is accumulate 20 minutes of driving in free drive. This will have to be done in the Mini Cooper S, so maybe going after some of the challenges like grabbing some of the collectibles or even the other challenge here, which you will have to find the Coconut Resort at nighttime in free drive. Luckily, guys, finding the Coconut Resort is going to be fairly simple. That is actually going to be on the side of the map pretty close by to the Motorfest grounds here, and you are then going to notice the Coconut Resort in this area. Keep in mind though, when driving around 20 minutes, it is obviously going to be easy, but some of the cars in the game, like the BMW M4, actually have timers in them that make challenges like this just a bit easier. And then for the next challenge here though, finish the event the premiere without using Nitro. This will also have to be done in the lovely Porsche 550 Spider. Now yes, you could jump in and most likely never hit that Nitro button. The other way I would recommend though guys, head into the main menu before the event, turn off the Nitro, that way you don't accidentally hit it and ruin the entire challenge. And then for the next challenge here, destroy 25 breakable items in the event the Scene 5 the race. Now for this guys, the easiest way I found to do this challenge is to aim for the fences. Yes, you could probably run into some of the poles and stuff, but keep in mind though, the actual Motorfest like checkpoint things on the actual checkpoints, those do not count toward this challenge, so I would recommend aiming for the fences to get it done a bit quicker. And then for the next challenge here, though, all you will then have to do is drive 9.3 miles in free drive. I would actually say this challenge is most likely going to be completed without even realizing it's a challenge. And then for the next challenge here, the Bad Attitude Movie Award. Get a perfect dirty driving score in the event Scene 1 the driver. For this, you will have to do this in the Mini Cooper S. Now, similar to the other challenges that also require a dirty driving score, all you will then have to do is aim for the yellow barriers. On top of that, guys, I would recommend going after the fences. Once that entire dirty driving bar is maxed out, all you will then have to do is simply complete the event, and you're good to go. And then for the final challenge though, I'm now going to show all of the camera collectible locations. Then after that, let's collect the rewards.